Morning and welcome back. It's the morning after the wine before, is it not? These shorts will have to go in the wash, by the way, Sue, because they absolutely hum of Sauvignon Blanc. I don't know what happened there, but I ended up wearing more than I was drinking. So what have we got there today? What have you got in your breakfast? What are you getting? Healthy?
Peach, Greek yogurt and crunchy granola.
Crunchy granola. I've got the same, except I've gone for the banana option.
And honey.
Oh, and honey, yeah, lots of honey.
Drizzle of honey.
Yeah. So it's Sunday morning, it's the first weekend back. Let's have a look at the view. So we got woke up at what time by the church bells? Who knows? 8 a.m? 8ish. And then the birds chipped in. And then we got buzzed by you know what, didn't we?
The jet.
Yeah, an F-16 started to rattle the roof tiles probably about 9:30, and it's going to be quite. Right, we'll be back after breakfast, so catch you later, guys. So breakfast taken. So you'll note that I've got a cap and a t-shirt on because yesterday we sat out on the balcony and the sun got us in what, 15-20 minutes early on.
No more than.
So I've got a redder forehead than Postman Pat's back doors. Disclaimer on that one, when I mean back doors, I mean the rear of his post office delivery van. So we've had a few days back and just doing a few bits and pieces, so we're going to give you a few prices and ideas of what we're spending early on. So I'll pass you over to Sue. So Sue, since we've been here, admin wise, what have you been involved in doing?
Lodging our application for immigration, which meant sending copies of our passports with the entry stamps that we got as we passed through customs, contacting our agent that we're using, sending our deposit, and now we have to wait approximately 10 days to get an appointment, and then we can move forward from there.
And it was as easy as that, basically, to kick the ball off, shall we say?
Well, because we've done everything else beforehand, it was as easy as that to kick the ball off here. Yeah.
Right, okay. Have you had to pay a fee or part fee for that?
Yeah, we paid €250 plus VAT at 19%, Cyprus tax, I think, and I believe that's about half the price, but I'm not 100% certain. It's always a bit vague.
A bit vague. Have you had any update with regard to our vehicle that we're shipping?
No, it'll be on the next container. When the next container sails is anybody's guess.
Yeah, right, okay. So yeah, as well as doing the first part of the immigration, i.e. prodding them into action, as Sue said, we've just been looking at getting internet fitted in the apartment, and obviously as the UK you get various options, and so we went a couple of days ago to see what we could muster up really. So you look at CETA, which is the biggest company in Cyprus, they're wanting around €70, but that is an all singing, all dancing TV, internet, telephone package with the best megabytes, megabytes technology. But yeah, which is something we don't really need, I guess. It's fair to say. So we looked at CableNet. That's another provider who plumbed in downstairs, but they might not be able to be plumbed in upstairs. So they were looking at €25 setup fee, free for 6 months, and €30 per month thereafter. But that was just for internet, no TV, no telephone. And we also had, let's have a look, I've just got it written down somewhere, PrimeTel.
Yeah.
That's £25 a month. That's for internet and quite a chunk of TV channels. That goes down to 20 if you bolt it onto an all singing, all dancing telephone package. Well, we've already got a Cyprus phone up and running, just on a kind of pay-as-you-go situation, because we don't need much more than that for banking situations, and we'll still be keeping his UK phone numbers as well for UK banks, and obviously it's easy to contact family and friends back home. So we're chewing over that, aren't we? But we think probably the PrimeTel one is the one we're going to look at.
I think so.
But there's no...
Seems to, well, providing that they can provide us with that here, which is what we need to look into.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit hit and miss. So if you've got a block of apartments, just because downstairs and next door's got Sky, shall we say, doesn't mean to say you can. It's just one of the foibles of Cyprus. Yeah. So we've also been to the local supermarket, the what do they call them?
Alpha Mega.
Alpha Mega, which they're dotted around all over the place. They're reasonable size-wise, generally speaking, and variety. So we did a quick shop because we had absolutely nothing in. Spent €90, didn't we?
I think so, yeah.
Spent €90, so I thought I'd pick a few items out, because people are asking, oh, does it cost this, does it cost that? Some people are saying it's dirt cheap. Well, I kind of disagree with that, to be honest with you, based on that. So 6 everyday items that you're going to get in the UK. So Domestos, €1.65, that's about £1.43. 2 litres of semi-skimmed milk, €2.85, which is £2.48. Quite expensive, I would think that. Hellman's mayo, 430 grams, €2.85 again. Lurpak, 225 grams, that's €3.29, which is £2.86.
That's my fault.
That's your fault. No, Kellogg's Frosties, I don't normally get them at home, but if you do, 330 grams, it's 285, which is again is 240, just shy of 250 for a box. 12 barn eggs now, they came in quite €4.15, which is £3.61, which I found I can get them a lot cheaper than that. But I suppose from a point of view of your supermarkets, whether you shop in Aldi or Waitrose or anywhere in between, you know, your Morrisons, your Tesco's, your Asda, etc. Chicken breasts, 3 decent sized chicken breasts were coming in at €5.44, so that's £4.74 pound wise. So that was €23, so that's about £20 for that lot, which, yeah, I think we'll certainly, once we get wheels over it, we'll be looking at trying to find better value for money for stuff. There's plenty of fruit and veg shacks all up and down the main roads, so I think local growers. One thing we don't have to spend any money on is lemons, because they're absolutely everywhere.
Surrounded by lemon trees.
And I'm just going to swing you around again. And also, Sue's found a really value for money way of buying or acquiring potatoes, have you not?
Yeah.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Well, they just seem to have been harvested actually, but there's a lot of leftover ones in the fields that just seem to be left there. So on our little walks, we fill our pockets with potatoes and cook them for dinner.
That is the Yorkshire lass.
But we need bigger pockets.
We need bigger pockets. Oh yeah. So if anybody's in the Paphos area at the moment and has a spare wheelbarrow that we can borrow, we'll be doing mashed potatoes and chips for the next 3 months by the looks of it. But yeah, so make do amend for what you can. Excuse me, just have a drink there. So also we got, which was interesting enough, the first water bill. And now bearing in mind we spent a little bit of time away from the apartment, so we haven't used much, but it was from the 1st of January to the 31st of March. And can you remember, Sue, the actual grand total was?
About €6 or €7 now.
Oh no, it's more expensive than that.
€8.
€8.12,
Yeah.
which...
€5 was standing charge.
Yeah, so €8 got us the first 3 months of the year's water bill, so that's not too bad. So we just thought we'd do an update. So we've also made acquaintance with one of the locals in our bedroom. Sounds fruity. Just have a watch at this.
From up in the bushes.
It won't fit in the bushes. Right, so Now, is it toxic? Is it this? Is it alive anyway? Does it move? If it moves, we'll find out. Oh, it's alive. Yeah, it's alive. Yeah, right. Can you get me something to shove off its bum? Oh, it's rearing up. Is that about to strike, is it? It's just waking up. That looks like a bit of a... Oh, right, okay. Let me see. Finger it, so to speak.
Yeah,
the first... What have we got there? Right, okay. Well, is that going to go into the pint pot for me? Come on. No, it's not. Right. The trouble is, I can't get it. Right, let's have a look. Hang on then. Let me just... There's got to be a tactic of sorting this thing out, right? So we'll put that under. Just flick it in, yeah. It'll end up in my hair, won't it? You're being such an assistant.
It's a creature.
It's a creature, yeah. So suddenly I turn into bloody David Attenborough, do I? There you go. Where is it? Do you want to keep it? Shall we keep it? Take that as a no then. Right. Need to do a bit of studying on that one. No idea what it is. Well, centipede of some description. Welcome to Cyprus. So as you can see, a little bit of the wildlife joined us one night. Don't know what it was, don't know whether it was a naughty one or not, but we've managed to get rid of it. Also, well, the first week we've been here, unfortunately, an elderly gentleman in his late 70s was found passed away in a rural field, and they think because of the injuries sustained that it was actually a bite from one of the venomous snakes that we've got here in Cyprus, a bull-nosed viper, was it, did they say? Blunt-nosed viper, sorry.
Viper's the only poisonous.
We've come across one once last year. It was dead, so it was quite, well, we think it was dead. Picked it up just to check. We're quite sure it was dead before we picked it up, but yeah. So if you're out in Cyprus and you're just wandering about, the temptation is to be out in your flip-flops and stuff. Just be aware there are nasties around, and we don't want anybody to befall that fate. But most of the hospitals and the medical centres as well do carry antivenoms. So if you get them treated fairly quickly, you should be okay. One of the most interesting things as well we had when we had our first breakfast up at the little cafe, bear in mind, what was it, €8 for a big breakfast?
Yeah, and £5.50 for my size breakfast.
£5.50 or a vegan one, so about €8, plentiful plateful. So, but we got buzzed by another F-16, which was that low, it was sucking the yolk out of his eggs. Quite a sight to see him just rattling through the village square, basically, wasn't it? It's like he was trying to get between a couple of parked cars. There have been a few around and about today, but it seems Sunday is the training day, maybe. So we could just go out for a run, like anybody else goes out for a run. But anyway, we'll leave it for now. Just thought we'd give you a quick update. Oh, just a quick mention, our lovely neighbour Linda is due back anytime soon next week, and also we are looking forward to welcoming some new neighbours next month, middle of June we think, Gary and Julie, so that'd be great. They've already reached out to us via Linda. I think Sue's been able to answer a couple of questions that they've got, so they're going through a similar process to us, so that'd be nice to catch up with those guys. And but for now, this is Chris saying I will leave you with a view of Sue drinking a freebie
lemon iced water. Cheers.
Catch you later, guys.